Okay, Isabel.
Yes.
What are we going to make today?
Well, I'm going to make meatballs.
Okay.
Spanish style.
Okay.
Well, they've been modified because...
What does that mean, Spanish style?
The way my mother made them, the way all the Spaniards made them,
Right.
the way...
How are they different than regular meatballs?
Well, you will judge.
Okay.
Because I do not put a lot of spices.
Okay.
And neither of my
Okay, what do you got here then?
I have ground beef, which is ground beef, ground pork, and ground veal.
So really you have a combination.
3 mixes.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. So it's beef, veal, and pork ground
Yes.
together equal proportions?
Yeah.
How much do you think you have in the bowl?
Here, a kilo.
A kilo? And how many meatballs do you think it'll make?
I have no idea. Probably 25.
The science of Isabel. All right.
If I'm tired, I'll make them this big.
Okay.
But
All right.
if I am okay, I make them
Okay.
this. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 egg.
Okay.
And I have another one,
Right.
just in case it's too dry,
Okay.
the mix.
Okay.
And I'm going to put the magic thing.
Who grounded the meat? You just buy that from the butcher like that?
Yeah, I used to make it myself, but I have become
Okay.
very lazy.
Okay, what are you putting in here?
About
Parsley.
spoon and a half of
You mean a
chopped-
tablespoon?
no, tablespoon and a half
I know, you said a spoon. I said tablespoon and a half.
of ground,
Of
no,
course.
chopped parsley.
That looks more than a tablespoon and a half.
Well, maybe.
That looks like
No,
more
no,
like
no,
3,
Sandra.
no?
No,
Okay.
no.
So tablespoon and a half?
No.
Okay, of course, okay.
And then
And what
I
you
want
put?
to put
A punch, okay.
a handful.
Oh, God, all right. She has
A handful.
medium-sized hands. All right.
And I'm
Yeah.
going to add
Yeah. Oh,
a sparkle of water.
sparkle. You need a sprinkle.
No, a sparkle because it doesn't go
Okay, so you
very
use
far.
your hands.
Of
All right.
course.
All right.
My hands are clean.
All right.
I wash them all the time.
All right.
I just wash them. And I'm careful when I do that because I don't want my food to taste like soap.
Your food.
My food.
Okay. So like
Not my food.
Okay.
My food.
Okay, so you just mix it all up. Okay, and that's it?
up. And
That's it?
it seems that is a little bit perfect. Now we
It's
need
a little bit what?
perfect.
Perfect?
But
What
we
does that
need-
mean?
That it has the right consistency.
Okay, but what is that consistency? What is the consistency
Hold
you're
a
looking
second.
for?
Hold that thought.
Right.
I'm going to put
Oh, a tablespoon?
half teaspoon.
Half a tablespoon.
Half a tablespoon. I'm going to show you. And that's the reason that if I feel it's too dry,
Okay.
then I will
Add another egg.
add another egg and or a
Okay.
little more water. People add milk. I just don't like milk.
Really?
No.
Meatballs.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I do this.
Okay.
Don't get into a panic.
Oh, you ate it.
Yeah. It's not salty enough.
Oh, you eat it raw, really? So it has to be
Yeah.
good
What
grade.
about the steak tartare?
I know, but doesn't that have to be a good grade? And you have pork there.
This
and
is good grade.
what else you said? You have beef,
Veal,
pork, and veal. Okay.
pork.
Okay.
It's not going. I'm not going to get tricky.
So what kind of? What are you asking for when you go to the butcher?
I asked for
Keep going. Keep moving.
half a kilo
Yeah.
of ground beef
No, but what kind of beef? It just doesn't matter.
They know.
Okay. All right.
and 200 grams of pork and 200 grams
Okay.
of
Okay.
yes. Now I roll them
Yeah.
before. What I mean before, I mean years ago. I used to fry them, but now I don't.
What do you mean you roll them? You went roll and fry. What?
Yeah.
What do you? What do you? I don't. You weren't clear.
I put my oven.
Ahora. Okay. So what do you do?
I take a little bit of the meat.
Okay.
Now I do not press it. I just
Okay. That's a
Very
really big
lightly.
That looks huge. That meatball. That looks ginormous. Yes, this looks better.
And I put it on a tray.
Okay. Okay, so you've done all the meatballs. How many do we have? 4, 8, 12. Oh, only 17. Not even close to your 25.
That's okay.
Okay, so now what are you gonna do?
I'm going to put it in the oven.
For how long? At what temperature?
500. It will take about 7 to 10 minutes.
Okay, and you're cooking them. Okay.
I used to pass them through flour a little bit and fry them, but
Right.
with all the new things and
Being
the diets and
conscious?
the healthy things.
Okay.
So I'm going to put them into the oven.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so the meatballs are cooking, and now what's happening over here?
I'm going to get a fry pan that is not iron or is not metal, because the tomato.
Okay. So then what
that
is
I'm
it if it
going to
isn't?
make
Well, then what is it?
is one of those Teflon
Okay.
or whatever.
Teflon.
Teflon
Okay, so what
things.
did you do? You just heat it up at high?
I heat
Okay.
it a little bit.
What are you putting it on
And
here?
I'm going to saute a little bit of
Saute.
pancetta or guanciale
Guanciale?
or bacon.
Guanciale?
just before I add
Give it pretty on
the
spots.
oil.
Okay.
And I have it on high
Okay.
so that it's a little bit toasty.
Okay. So you want to render the fat?
Well, I'm going to
Look
add
at that.
oil, but
I
I
know
like
what that
the
means, I
flavor
think.
that the guanciale gives the sauce.
Okay.
And those
So
black
this is
things
on
are
high?
pepper.
What
Yep.
black thing? You can't see
Yep.
anything. So you
That's
added
okay.
pepper before you started frying it?
No, the guanciale has pepper.
Oh, okay. Don't make that face. How am I supposed to know that?
It's very smart, the guanciale. And I'm going to add a little bit of
How much do you think of
Oil.
olive oil? A
2
tablespoon?
tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
3 tablespoons.
Okay, 3 tablespoons. Okay.
I like my tomato sauce.
Okay, so this is the first time you've mentioned tomato sauce. Are you making tomato sauce?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't say that.
Well, I said I'm going to make this sauce.
No, you start talking about the frying pan. You said, I'm coming over to the frying pan. And then you start
Because
talking
if
about
you
the
use tomatoes with iron, it will really corrode
Right.
the material.
Okay,
and
that's
you have
fine.
to be
I
careful.
didn't know what we were making. Okay, so you got, so you have how much guanciale? 3 tablespoons? How much guanciale do you have? Did you cut up into like?
Probably
thick
3
little pieces?
tablespoons. Yeah. You're
Okay,
a
and
smart
3
girl.
tablespoons oil. Okay.
And it's going to render. And now I am adding
Yeah.
about a cup of chopped onion.
Okay.
Any
coarsely-
onion.
Okay, fairly fine, not super fine.
No.
But small.
But what
chunks,
happens
okay.
is I like
Okay.
I like lots of onions with my,
Okay, so the meatballs are gonna have tomato sauce. All right. Okay.
well, yeah.
Okay.
That was the request from you. You want tomato sauce? Okay. So I'm going to wait until the onions are transparent.
You didn't
or
add any
translucent.
salt to the onions. How come?
Not yet.
I thought you were supposed to do that at the beginning to let the water come out of the onions.
Actually, onions are not going to give you that much water.
All right.
Okay? But I'll put salt if
No,
you
you can
want.
do whatever you want. I'm just asking.
That's exactly what I'm going to do, Sandra.
Okay.
I'm going to do whatever I want.
Okay. Okay.
Now, this is going to need another 5 or 7 minutes.
Just stirring. Are you
Until-
stirring constantly?
Well, no, but just for,
Okay. Ooh, it smells good. Okay, so it's been cooking for 5 or 7 minutes.
yes.
It's you see the onions shrunk, a little brown, and you took the guanciale out. You said why?
Why? Because we don't have pieces of fat,
Oh, you just give it for the flavor.
just for the flavor. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon.
Okay, 1
Tomato
tablespoon of
paste.
tomato paste. Any tomato paste? Okay, right in there. And
Just
it's still on
one.
high. Okay, it's still on high.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
let it roast a little bit because it takes kind of a very
You let it what a little
smoky.
bit?
I let it dry.
Let it dry.
Yeah, in the fry pan.
Cooking.
Well, cooking but drying because the tomato paste. Now I happen to have
Well, no. What do you mean cooking but drying?
so that the tomato paste
Yeah.
dries out a little bit with the onions,
Oh, I see.
and
Okay,
it gives
gotcha.
it a little bit of a smoky flavor.
Okay, so you've
To-
put
for
the
me.
okay, gotcha.
Now I happen to have
you happen to have? Oh, just coincidentally.
Because I use it and I don't throw it out, but
Okay.
I reuse
You
it.
mean, but okay.
Tomato sauce.
Right. So you mean when you open the big can of tomato sauce?
Yeah, I
use
never
some,
throw
and
it
then you
out. I
freeze-
just
okay.
save it.
How much tomato sauce are you putting in?
Well, I have about a cup and a half,
Okay.
but
That's not very much. I got the dirty look. Oh, that's
if I need
Yeah.
more, I
Yeah.
have another 10 just in
okay.
case.
Okay, so you're putting it back on the heat.
Yes.
Okay.
And
So-
now I'm going to add a chopped tomato
One whole chopped tomato.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's
and some
parsley
parsley.
chopped. Okay, how much parsley would you say?
2 tablespoons.
I think I feel like you just made that up.
Yes.
All right.
How did you know?
Because I know you.
Well, I don't really measure.
Right.
And
Okay, so it's boiling and that's okay.
I know.
It's not gonna burn.
But I put
What did you turn it down to? Medium, low?
medium.
Okay.
I put a little bit on one tomato, so I want
Okay.
that to taste with the sauce.
And how long are you gonna cook it for?
Not very long. And I'm going to put a splash of white wine.
How do you? Oh, there's a splash. How do you know? How do you know when it's ready? But how do you know when it's ready?
Well, it's almost getting. Well, when you cook tomatoes, you know
Right.
that it's ready when the grease that you have used to cook the onions
Yeah.
begins to float around
Oh,
it.
okay. Are we seeing that now?
Yep, a little bit.
Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can
Because
zoom
this
in.
is
Very
pureed
good.
tomatoes. It's not really.
I don't know if
I'm
you can
going to
see it.
get my meatballs.
Okay. Okay, so you're bringing out the meatballs. Wow, that was fast. I didn't
Yeah, I
realize
know. And
that. So
they're
that was
not
like about
fried.
7 minutes, and they're baked. Okay.
Right.
So they're done now. The meatballs are done,
Yep,
and you're just gonna place them in the sauce.
with the sauce.
Okay.
So they're not fried, so they're healthier. So they say, I don't know. For me, they taste better when they're fried, but hey.
Okay. And to fry them, you would just roll them in a little bit the
Of
raw meat
flour?
in flour, and then do you
And
salt
fry
it?
them in about 1 inch of oil
Okay.
and roll them around so that they're nice and toasty.
Okay.
You notice toasty is my favorite word.
Okay. All right.
Cooking.
And now they're in the tomato sauce. How long are you gonna let them sit in the tomato sauce?
Well, you people say we want to have dinner.
Oh, so it can sit in there for hours, and that's okay?
Well, no, I'm going to cook them for about 20 minutes, just so
20 minutes.
yeah,
Okay.
so they get nice and juicy and have a good flavor.
Okay, so we'll be back. Taste test. Okay, so they were cooking for about 10 minutes, but
Yes.
you can cook them for hours, you said, right?
Well, yeah. You can
Why are you
see a little
laughing?
bit
What's
of
that?
oil here.
Wait, let me just see if I can get that. Hold on a second.
See?
Oh, yeah, okay.
That means
They're done? Okay, and you didn't add anything else? Okay, so we're gonna...
No, I add
How long will these how long... what's your expiration date? Like, how long before
These
they...
ones?
Yeah.
Oh, they don't have expiration date because they eat them fast.
Okay, let's try them.
And
Let's
these
try
are
that
with tomato sauce.
Okay,
and
let's...
we have the,
Right, that's what I said. We're gonna try them with tomato sauce. What were the options?
well, you can make another sauce, but I will make another set.
Okay, all right.
See what the expert.
Okay, so we got a taster.
Yes. Ya puedes decir que están buenas aunque no estén.
Están muy buenos.
We have to try them first. How is it? To subscribe, and we'll be dropping videos every Saturday